There's a quiet pressure sitting on the shoulders of many young people today. Not loud enough to make headlines, but heavy enough to bend backs that are still learning how to stand. Because somewhere along the journey between finishing school and learning how to survive in the real world, a responsibility arrived early, too early. You graduate with hope in your hands, but before you even understand how money works, how saving works, how budgeting even works, life already hands you a list. School fees for your younger siblings, rent for someone at home, a medical bill that cannot wait, a contribution for something urgent. And suddenly, the first salary you ever receive is not really yours. It already has names written on it. No one asks. No one asks if you're still paying back the loan you took just to study. No one asks if the job you found is even enough for your own survival. Because in many homes, the moment you are employed, you become the solution. Not a young person still figuring out, not someone still trying to build a future, but a solution. So you send something small home. Then another request comes. Then another. And slowly your phone begins to feel like a reminder of how much is expected from you. Meanwhile, your student loan is waiting, rent is waiting, transport is waiting, life is waiting. Bills do not knock politely, they pile up quietly. And before you even notice, debts slowly enter your vocabulary, not as a theory, but as a daily routine. You begin to know words like balance, interest, overdue, pending, words that were never supposed to follow you this closely, this early. Then there are friends, real friends, good friends, but friendship also costs something now. A birthday, a hangout, a small outing, everyone contributes, everyone sends something. And sometimes you stay at your phone calculating the little money you have left, wondering if saying I cannot will make you distant. So you send something small and return home quietly, because sometimes even airtime becomes a luxury. There are days when you cannot even call someone back, and when you stay silent, people say you have started being proud, but pride has nothing to do with it. Sometimes you're just tired of explaining that survival itself has become expensive. Then one day you post a picture, a simple one, just a moment of happiness, a rare moment where you smiled. Maybe you wore something nice. Maybe you visited somewhere beautiful. Maybe you simply wanted to remind yourself that life still has colors. But the comments come quickly. My friend, lend me something small. You look blessed these days. You are so quiet. Remember people. And suddenly, even joy begins to feel like evidence that you have money. But what people do not see is the struggle behind the picture. The careful planning, the silent sacrifice, the nights you chose not to go out so you could afford one small moment that looked like happiness. Because unlike some years ago, finances have slowly become a basic need for everyone. Not just for the married, even for the single. Sometimes even more, because society assumes that if you are single, your money is always available, always free, always ready, as if your dreams do not need funding, as if your future does not need building, as if your peace does not need protection. And when you're visible, when people know your name, when your life appears on screens, the expectations become even heavier. Because the spotlight does not show the struggles behind the scenes. It only shows the smile. But many young people today are smiling through pressure. No one talks about it enough. Pressure to provide, pressure to succeed quickly, pressure to help everyone, pressure to look okay even when they are not. And slowly, this pressure begins to touch something deeper, mental health. Because carrying financial expectations before you even understand financial literacy is like being asked to run a race before learning how to walk. It leaves many young people tired, quietly tired. Yet they keep trying. They wake up every day, they go to work, they hustle, they try again. Because even with all the pressure, they still carry hope. Hope that one day responsibility will not feel like punishment. Hope that one day they will build a life where helping others doesn't mean losing themselves. Hoping that one day smiling in a picture will simply mean happiness, not an invitation for another financial request. Until then, many young people continue walking forward, with dreams in one hand and responsibilities in the other, learning slowly, painfully, how to carry both without breaking.